Hey guys, Sak here from SAKITECH, and in today's video what we have is we have the brand new 2020 iPad Pro. So in this video what we're going to do is we are going to do a full unboxing, a first time setup, and a quick review of this product. Now as you know, we do have some brand new cameras and some upgraded features in the actual iPad. So on the side we have this little tab that just comes right off. Let's just take it all off. As you can see, that's fantastic. So that's the box right here. Let's lift it up and see what's inside. So in the box we have some usual suspects. So we have the iPad right here. I'm going to put it to the side for 1 second. You can see the new camera module that kind of looks like the iPhone 11 cameras. And then over here we have the user guide in this little box, which is all the stuff that you normally get. Let's put this aside. We have the USB Type-C to Type-C cable. That's for charging, okay? And that's the power brick for the actual iPad. So that's everything we get in the iPad, things that we do expect. Now let's divert our attention to the actual product. And of course I did get this in my favorite color. As you can see, that's a space gray color. Let's do a tour around the product. Alright, so right over here we have the smart connector that allows you to connect this to the smart keyboard accessory. At the bottom we have the USB Type-C connector. We have 2 speakers at the bottom, alright, and of course we have 2 speakers on the top, as you can see, for a 4-speaker system. We have the power button right here, and of course we have the volume controls here and here. And of course this is the brand new camera module. Now these cameras, we have 2 cameras and a LiDAR scanner. So that's the LiDAR scanner, that's the flash, and then we have a 10 megapixel super wide camera and a 12 megapixel regular standard wide camera. The camera quality should be equivalent to the phones that we find on iPhone 11, maybe a little bit less, but in that level. All right, well, let's turn this on and set it up for the very first time. All right, so I just turned on the iPad. Let's go ahead and start the setup process. So the very first thing you want to do is you want to just swipe up, all right? Then you pick your language, and then you pick your country. And then what you want to do is you can do a quick start, or you can do a setup manually. If you had an iPhone or another iPad, you're transferring information, just bring it close to this iPad and it's going to automatically set things up for you. I'm going to do it manually. So let me tap on setup manually. I'm going to set up a brand new iPad. I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi right over here. Let me dump in my password. So that's all done. Let's join the network. That should take a couple of seconds here. And then once we're done, it's going to go ahead and continue. All right, so it takes a couple of seconds here to activate your iPad. All right, so data and privacy, I'm going to tap on continue. I'm going to set up the Face ID later, but you can just set it up right here if you wanted to. We do have a Face ID system. That's the same system found on the previous iPad Pro from 2018. So no upgrades to the Face ID system. All right, it's the same exact system. I'm going to set this up in settings later. Tap on this one. I'm going to create a quick passcode just for this video here. Use anyway. And there we go. Alright, so you have a couple options to restore this iPad. To restore backed up data, you can restore from iCloud, restore from a Mac or a PC, move data from an Android tablet, or don't transfer anything, set up a brand new iPad, which is what I like to do. I'm going to log in with my Apple ID, of course. That's absolutely essential. Let's tap over here. Alright, so we're good to go with that as well. We're logging in with our Apple ID. Just accept the terms and conditions. Let's go inside over here. Alright, so I have the option to set up the express settings, or we can customize them. If you're concerned about your privacy, I would go for the customized settings, but I'm just going to do continue for now. I can change them later. So you want to make sure that the updates for your iPad install automatically. So I'm going to tap on continue, and then we're just going to keep rolling. Alright, so you can use your Apple iPad to use Apple Pay to make payments, alright, on the websites or anywhere that you want. I'm going to set this up later as well. So let's go to Siri. So you can set Siri right now if you want. I'm going to skip this as well, but that's very easy. Just tap on continue and listen to instructions. So let's set this up later in the settings as well. And then we have the screen time option that allows you to limit your usage of the iPad so you don't waste all your time. You can set this one as well. I'm going to skip it for now, all right? And then we have the app analytics. Again, if you're concerned about privacy, you want to say don't share with developers. Then you can do True Tone Display. I would like to keep this on. It's a nice warm tone. Tap on continue. And then we're going to pick the light theme. You can go with the dark theme if you want. We're going to do light, tap on continue, and let's go to home. All right. It gives you a quick tutorial on how to access things on your iPad. So I'm going to tap on continue, switching between applications. We know all this stuff, quick access controls. I'll show you that in a second. So here we have the iPad. We have our control center on the top right over here. We have our today's screen right over here. And of course, we've got our dock right here. When I launch the application, the dock disappears, but I can bring it up just like this. Let's say allow while using the application. I can bring this up just like that, the dock. All right, so if I want to bring the dock up just like that, if I want to access multitasking pane, it's going to be right there. All right, so that's basically the iPad Pro. And let's be honest, the overall shape of the iPad hasn't changed a bit. We do have a brand new processor inside here, the A12Z processor with 6 gigabytes of RAM. But as far as the overall performance is concerned, it's not that much faster than the iPad Pro 2018. This one gets like a 5 to 10% boost in total power. So if you have an older iPad 2018, it's not a big deal. Now the other thing to consider is the camera. So if you go to the camera, let me just say allow while using the application. Again, you can tap this button and you see that the lens goes from 1x to 0.5. That's a super wide angle camera. So unless you're going to be using your camera a lot on your iPad, do you need to upgrade? Absolutely not. And of course, we'll be coming up with a full comparison video between the two iPads. But honestly, for this iPad, that's it. The only major differences is the new upgraded processor and of course the new camera module system. Now, if I were to bring a trackpad right over here, this is just the Apple Magic Trackpad number 2. I can connect the trackpad to the iPad Pro 2020 and control my iPad with the trackpad. So you go to your settings, you go to Bluetooth, and it's going to search for the actual trackpad. Let me turn it on and off so it knows that it's actually available. So it is. So it popped up right there. That's Magic Trackpad 2. And again, you can do this with the old iPad as well. This is because of the new iOS, iPad OS 13.4. So the trackpad is connected. And as you can see, I can control the entire iPad with my fingers with the actual trackpad, okay? I don't even have to touch the screen. If I had a keyboard, which is right over here, I could simply type directly into the iPad. I would have a setup where I can use this as a keyboard, use this as a trackpad, or even if you have a Magic Mouse or any Bluetooth mouse, you can have that connected to the iPad as well. The same way I connected this, and you can have a full desktop experience. And I'll tell you one thing, the iPad has so much power, processing power, even the older iPad Pro, that these things can edit movies, they can edit video, they can edit photos, and they can also run high density, high grade, heavy duty applications without a stutter. So you could consider, if you're a professional, to buy one of these to make it your full computer and just go crazy with the trackpad, the mouse, and the keyboard. You don't really have to touch the screen at all. You can do everything. Look at that. You can do everything right over here. As you can see, even if I were to go into the settings, for example, I can scroll up and down just like this. All right. And if I were to launch a web browser here, as you can see, let me just go to the website, apple.com, and I can easily pinch in to zoom, pinch out to zoom, just as if I can do it on the screen, okay? But if you want to have a desktop setup, you can just use this instead of your actual screen. Also gives you a side benefit of not having any fingerprints on the product. So that's it. That's the new iPad Pro 2020. Nothing new. It's just a more powerful tablet. It's the latest and the greatest, all right? If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them down below and let me know. And for now, guys, have a fantastic day, all right? By the way, if you want to buy any one of these accessories, I'll drop links down below. The keyboard, the trackpad, and this is the trackpad you want to buy. You do not want to buy the Magic Trackpad 1. You want to get the Magic Trackpad 2 for maximum compatibility, and also get the Apple Magic Mouse 2 or any other Bluetooth mouse for maximum compatibility. It's going to be up to you, but I'll drop links to these guys down below. All right, questions, comments, drop them down below. For now, have a fantastic day, all right? All right, so if you found this video useful, make sure to subscribe to SAKITECH, by clicking that button, and also click that bell icon on the side to make sure you get notified every time I upload a new video. And if you do use Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook, you can follow me at SAKITECH online to get the latest updates as well. Alright, have a fantastic day.